Yeah, be on for a little bit at least.
Already got some people watching. How about that? Figured since it was a Friday night, why not get on and shoot the crap? See what everybody's up to.
Dang, 4 people already.
Yep. Hello, Mr. Octopus. Oh, man. What's going on, Will? Hopefully you got your Air Venturi figured out. I don't know. I think the last time you messaged me on Facebook, you repaired it. Hopefully it's shooting better. Oh boy, that's not good.
Yeah, that's crap.
Yeah, I still can't believe that you had to rebuild it. That's unbelievable. Like, and you didn't even have it that long, and the O-rings went downhill like that. I mean, it's usually it's just the wear and tear on a gun, like the bolt probe. Like I can understand that because you're sitting there, rubbing that against your magazine and your breech all the time, but not when your gun's blowing O-rings like that internally. But it happens, I'm sure. I mean, I got my friend on here, Tyler from Air Guns Extreme, and he had a O-ring blowout on his air cylinder on his Dyna Storm Rider, and I had one blowout on my regulator in my Storm Rider over the summertime. So, same old thing. You know how it is, just hanging out, see what everybody else is up to. Hopefully you guys been liking the videos. I got a very, very interesting video coming up for you guys, the ones that like air guns and different calibers. I showed a preview to Tyler earlier today, and all you could say is, wow. Like, the comparison is unbelievable.
Oh yeah, that was really good.
Yeah, that could be too. What kind of air compressor do you have? Because, I mean, yeah.
Better not take our air guns away.
Yeah, see, the air compressor I got, it's the oilless one, so maybe that could have been why. I've got a video planned in the future. A lot of people have been asking for it too, about some type of desiccant or filter system that can attach to a hand pump or a compressor, and I need to do a review on it. It might help a lot of people out with all the different filter systems and everything, and keep your air gun clean and dry instead of putting wet, moist, oily residue air in it. Let's see. I don't know about that. Bear arms. Never really messed with them. I've seen them around, but there's just a lot of guns out there, and I haven't been able to shoot all of them, unfortunately. Yeah, my gun's still shooting fine, luckily. I don't know. I mean, of course, the temperature did shift a little bit, but that shouldn't have made it that big of a difference, as much as trouble as you were having. But definitely got some interesting videos coming up, some cool ideas I think you guys are going to really enjoy. Keep the channel entertaining and fun, especially with the warmer weather. I'll get to be outside more than usual. There you go. Fresh catfish is always good. Hobson, I have limited experience with the Hobson. I can't remember if I'm pretty sure I shot a couple of Hotsons before when I was sponsored by the airgun shop. But other than that, crawl and pretty much all the budget guns that I've tried to stick to, especially for the viewers that like the budget stuff. And I know Hobson and crawl are right up there in the budget alley too. Bulldog, yeah, that's in the play. That's playing videos also. I got some stuff playing for the Bulldog coming up. Now that the wind cut down instead of the other day up here in Indiana, it was blowing over 25 mile an hour the other day, so it was kind of hard. I was outside, but it wasn't fun. I'll definitely be shooting the Bulldog soon, though. Got some cool videos playing with it. Got those Nosler 145 grain, yeah, extreme tips ready to be shot. I think I've only shot 3 of them. What's your next gun, Tyler?
25 PCP.
Oh boy, watch out. Yeah, they're definitely pricey. The Nosler is almost $1 a slug. That's ridiculous. But I mean, if you're going to shoot a deer or a hog or something, I could see it, but it's not legal to do that here. Yeah, I've seen the Sam Yang. I think I've shot one. If I remember, I can't remember. It's been a couple years, but they're pretty good. Yeah, the thumbs up, guys, is always appreciated. That way the videos get out there and people that like to see this stuff can actually see it. And hopefully enjoy the video and get something out of it, whether it's a tutorial or get some help or whatever they get out of the video. Hopefully it's positive. Let's see. Does anybody on here have the Crawl Bullpup or the Crawl Puncher Pro? I got the MPO3, which is pretty close to every other model they offer. The only thing is the MPO3's got the air cylinder on it versus the bottle. I think the Mega and Puncher and all of them have a bottle. I think the Bullpup has the cylinder like my MPO3.
Mike's got those.
Yeah, Mike. I wonder where Mike's at tonight.
That'd be a question for his.
Yeah, only problem is though his is limited. That's what's the bad part.
Yep.
He's not getting the full power of his. There he is.
Yeah, now he showed up.
There's Mike. Hey Rishi, how's it going?
There's our buddy from Canada.
Yep. 457. I shot one of those Air Force. The Air Force SS. That's a powerful shooting gun. Went through a whole couch. When I was up at an airgun shop, they were wanting me to test it out and try it and see what I thought about it. And I can't even remember what size the slug was at the time, but that was probably one of the weirdest guns I've ever shot because those Air Force guns with the suppressor as long as the gun on it. We were just talking about you, Mike, about the crawl guns, and you're the crawl guy. It's just the bad part is you don't get to see the full potential, though. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, and I couldn't go over there to fish this winter. It sucked.
Hey, we got a crowd tonight, 13 people and only 12 minutes in. How about that?
That's pretty good.
Ain't doing too bad. How dangerous is a 22 bullet? Well, I mean, there's a lot of factors. Sitting still, it's not dangerous, but if it's velocity-wise, like here in America, rimfire bullets, 22 bullets, that are standard velocity or high velocity, claim they could go 2 miles, and I don't know what that is in kilometers. They can go up to 2 miles and be unsafe, so you always have to have a safe direction of bullet travel. So yeah, I mean, if you go by that factor, 1.5 to 2 miles, that's how dangerous they can be distance-wise. If that's what you mean. Leaning towards the Crawl 25. Yeah, I mean the Crawl. The thing about Crawl is they have their own barrel. They don't use a Chinese barrel like on the budget guns, but they're all supplied, I think, by a lot of the Chinese factories. Like for one of them that I know for sure is Snow Peak Air Guns. Does a lot of the air gun building and designing for, like the Gauntlet, the Chief, Air Venturi. I'm sure had to hire them to do that because they're probably one of the main exporters of air guns. But other than that, the Crawl has its own in-house built choked barrel, very accurate gun. I think you said you had a attachment, right, for the suppressor. Usually the Crawl comes with the 1/2 by 20 threads already. So it's already got a built-in adapter on it for the suppressor. Let's see. I looked for the 2-cycle synthetic engine oil. Where do I find it at motorcycle shop? It doesn't have to be at a motorcycle shop. You can find it anywhere that a place sells oil, like auto parts store, you know, big box stores like Walmart, somewhere like that, depending on where you're located. But just 2-cycle synthetic engine oil, I mean, it's really inexpensive. It's like $1 or $2 a little bottle, and that little bottle will last you for a while. Let's see. Hey, Tim. Yeah, I did get your message. I just glanced over a lot of the comments. I didn't get a chance to respond back to him yet. I did watch one of his live streams. It's definitely been an interesting live stream and conversation with him. I know he's been popping up a lot here lately, a lot more videos, and then I think what he said, he had a kid on the way. Let's see. Well, there you go, Sir Johnson. With those cast slugs, that's a big bullet. Well, would you use a 22 for self-defense? Yeah, I mean, if that's all you can get, then yeah, I mean, that's better than nothing. And that bullet is definitely going to hurt. It's not going to feel good if you had to use it. What's going on, Hootie Hoo? I ain't talked to you in a while, man. I know you've been busy too, posting videos every day and live streaming it up. I'm sure your day's been busy with what? I think you got 3 kids, something like that. And then you do your other channels too. Let's see. Got a Benjamin Bulldog and was planning on a Hobson Hercules Bully 45, my next air gun. There you go. Yeah, man, the big bore guns, they're just, you know, I think the Benjamin Bulldog is, I mean, they just use a lot of air. I mean, unless you got an air compressor, you're definitely not going to be hand pumping those. And the ammunition is almost as much as, you know, firearms, but regular shells. But you can't find firearm ammunition anywhere right now. At least you can find somewhat air gun ammunition, pellets or slugs, when you can find them. Let's see. Yeah, I bet that, Mike, I bet your Mega gets really good shot count too with that big of a bottle. What is that, a 500cc bottle? I know they usually come like that. That big, what is it, aluminum or steel bottle? The Mega does. I can't remember. They have a couple different models of it. Yeah, Will, your suppressor should screw right on the Crawls adapter. It comes with the adapter, so you don't have to buy anything extra like you did for the Avenger. What projectile do I think would work in the flash pup? Let's see. Flash pup, I couldn't say off the top of my head because I've never or haven't shot a Hobson lately, so I can't say. You see my video about the twist rate in the barrel, but not sure what I mean. Can you explain? All right, so just a quick, short explanation. The barrel itself is a certain length, and usually the manufacturer usually puts one rotation of rifling in it, so you have a set land and groove count. And what they want is one full spin in that barrel, and usually they try to put a rate of twist, which is one full spin of rifling, which acts on the pellet. to help it spin and stay stabilized. So with the correct projectile, that pellet or slug stays stable downrange from the spin in the barrel. It's the spin in the barrel causes it to spin out in the atmosphere. If with no spin, it would just be tumbling in the air like a football. Let's see. Yeah, I've heard some crazy stories about the deer hunts with the center fire and rim fire back in the day. Would I ever consider testing the Seneca wing shot? I've thought about it, but there's really there wouldn't be a need for me to do it. I mean, it'd be more of like a something just to play with, I guess, would be the best answer. .72 cal Zeus. Yeah, I haven't seen that. I've heard people have been talking about it. Do I shoot center fire? Oh yeah, I shoot everything. And I haven't looked into Mexican match ammo, but I'd say the only thing that I've shot that's from Mexico would be the Gila and rimfire. Yeah, the crawls. I mean, the valve and the crawls are so well tuned that you don't even need a regulator. It's unbelievable how well they're tuned in the gun out of the box. Let's see. Buy a bullet mold for air rifle. I've been thinking about it. I've been actually thinking about buying my own or making my own mold. But we'll see how that goes. Yeah, I know. I need to get the Chief back out. I took a scope off of it, and I can't remember why I took it off. I did something with it, and I haven't messed with the Chief, and for so long it's just sitting there, and I need to get it out for a video. Figure out a good video for it that fits it, and then get it out and take some shots with it on camera. Definitely a fun gun and definitely an accurate gun. Let's see. Oh yeah, yep. Lead weights, tire weights, plumber. Yeah, that's another thing. Excuse me. Got to get the right consistency of lead. So is the Remington 870 any good? Oh yeah, definitely one of the best shotguns out there. The two most popular, 870 and the Mossberg 500, definitely one of the best shotguns. How do I like the 25 caliber Avenger? Well, definitely fun gun to shoot. Probably definitely the most powerful small bore. Well, I know it's the most powerful small bore gun I got. Very adjustable. Likes a wide range of pellets. Again, the Avenger series, no matter if it's the 177, 22, or 25, they're all very tunable to whatever pellet you want to shoot. So, very good guns. Just some things here and there that they probably could have figured out, but it is what it is trying to get a gun out the door at $300 for what you get. Let's see. As far as testing, what you should say is the best budget PCP, like under $350. I guess you could just if you just look at the price point of under 350. I mean, you got the Gauntlet, you got the Avenger. I mean, there's so many budget guns out there right now that are under that price point, but I guess it all depends on what you want. If you're just going to buy a gun for hunting for only one reason or a certain reason, and you're not going to be shooting it all the time, it wouldn't be worth, buying something that's tunable because you're going to be tuning it or playing with it, shooting it all the time. So, I mean, if you're buying something to shoot all the time and change the velocity and, change the pressure, regulator, all that stuff, then the Avenger, obviously. But if you're buying a gun just to let it be used for one reason, like hunting or something like that, you can go with something like the Gauntlet or the Diana or the Chief 2.0 with the magazine, something like that. What's the causes of a PCP to leak air when you don't use it in a month or so? It could be a couple different things. I mean, the O-rings went bad, they dried out. Something, usually if it's leaking, there's an O-ring. That's about the best thing to say. There's an O-ring somewhere that's bad. Or bad seal somewhere. Something's not tightened enough. It could be another thing. But I'll be right back. I'm going to go get a drink real quick. I had to take a quick bathroom break too. Just hit me.
You know about this one.
Which one I'm talking about?
This fan and this gun.
Oh yeah.
Don't say it yet. It's coming out tomorrow.
Could be, Tim. Is charging your PCP directly from the compressor dangerous or not? No, I charge mine all the time. As long as you keep an eye on it. Now there is some compressors that have the automatic shut off and everything, but the air compressor I have doesn't, so I got to watch it anyway. Do PCP O-rings need lubing? Depends on the O-ring. If it's being used all the time, like on a bolt probe, then yeah, it wouldn't hurt because you're going to be wearing them out. You need to replace them eventually anyway. Will the crawl shoot accurate at 100? Oh yeah, it's definitely an accurate gun. Where do you put the lube? On a PCP, you would just spray the external parts like the O-ring and the bolt probe and stuff like that. In terms of SHTF air gun, what's the best type in terms of having little to no maintenance? It would definitely be a brake barrel. No questions asked. Brake barrel, it'd definitely be a brake barrel. Hey, R. Vargas. Let's see. What will happen if you overcharge a PCP? It creates a lot of heat and you can burn something up. You put too much pressure in the air cylinder, it could possibly blow. Seals, likely the seals will blow first before the actual air would blow the air cylinder up. Yeah, I usually just get my guns about 4K or 3,500 depending on what I'm doing. If I'm not going to be outside very long, it takes me longer to set up. It takes my pump to pump the gun up longer than it does for me getting everything set up. So by the time I have everything set up, my air pump has been running already for about 5 minutes and I'm ready to shoot. So if I waited to fill it all the way up, you know, it would take forever. Yeah, I actually had a burst disc pop on my gauntlet. Over, I think it was the summertime, my bottle on my gauntlet burst disc popped at the lower level burst disc, and I had no pressure holding. And I sent the bottle in because it was under warranty. Umrex sent me a new bottle after 2 to 3 months because they didn't have any in stock. They were trying to get a shipment in from China. So I was bottleless on my gauntlet for 3 months.
You gonna buy a 25 in the gauntlet?
Can't tune it. Is there a big difference in a rifle? Usually, yeah. I mean, compared to a handgun, you get a longer barrel, or a rifle barrel, or smoothbore. Yeah, rifling, you're gonna get stabilization on the projectile versus no stabilization. So spray and pray, or actually hit what you're aiming at. Have you shot 22 cal slugs? No, and I've been getting asked a lot. I have been getting asked a lot about slugs lately, and the problem is I cannot find a sample pack of any slug that I want to try. They're either out of the sample pack, or I got to buy the exact slug weight, and I don't want to buy a tin of slugs that don't work. Excuse me, and just have them sitting on a shelf. So I'd rather buy, like a sampler pack once they get in stock and try them all out through the guns that I have. But I don't understand why they have a built-up supply of regular slugs, but they don't have the sampler packs in stock. It's like they're waiting for them to be made or something. But I'm going to probably call it quits here in about 10-15 minutes. About 9:05, I'll call it quits and get off here. I appreciate everybody watching. Definitely a nice little live stream and fun. And be sure to check out the new videos coming up, because I made a video and it's uploaded and playing, and it's awesome. Yeah, I think slugs will work good too. But again, I want that sampler pack so I can see what they look like and all that stuff, and take some readings and measurements instead of buying 10 per 10 per 10, which I think they are. I can't remember what they're charging for a 10 of the pellet or slugs. Yeah, that wing shot basically is just a pneumatic shotgun, and that's about it. That's all you get, unfortunately. You think they would come with 2 different barrels, as much as guns come out with different barrels these days. No problem, Rishi. Thanks for stopping by and watching. Yeah, that's about the only ones out there right now. There is really no inexpensive, cheap option. You have to spend, a couple $100 at least just to get it to mount on your scope, or to get a good picture. Unfortunately, unless you bought something that's behind your scope, but it's not going to be like that where you're looking through it. I mean, you could buy something like that, but it's not the same. Any thoughts on the Hobson Bullmaster 177? No, I've never had any real experience with the Hobson gun. That's one gun I have not tried yet, and I really need to. Well, I've shot them, but I've never actually owned one, so I haven't actually got enough time to try it out. The AEA Challenger, I've never heard of that. It must be, well, I think that's the one that's on eBay. The air gun. I think that's the air gun. I don't know about the Papoose, but the Model 60s I know like a crimped ammo, a really aggressive crimp, because the chambers are a lot tighter than a standard 22 sporting chamber. So, you know, you can go with like a CCI mini mag or a CCI Blazer, something like that. Yeah, that's the only thing I don't like about buying all these like imported guns, is that it's all through Air Venturi, every one of them. Yeah, every owner's manual that I got off my Avengers, my Crawl, Storm Rider, they're all imported for Air Venturi. You can't directly get a hold of them. Makes you wonder how much Pyramid Air and Airgun Depot are actually making off the airgun business if they're cornering the market like that. But yeah, I'm going to be on here about another 5 minutes, guys. As always, I appreciate you watching. You know, as always, keep watching. Definitely makes the channel grow and makes the channel bigger, and got some big plans coming up. Very interesting videos, topics, stuff like that. Oh, I'm trying to think. So how many of you guys would be interested in watching a kid-oriented hunting outdoors channel? That's another question. I feel like if my son started a YouTube channel for the outdoors, whether it's hunting or fishing, it would just blow up. The subscribers and views and stuff he would get, because then the parents of the kids would be watching and wanting their kids to do the same, or instead of watching some other channels, they would get their kids to watch him.
Yeah, I'm one of them.
All right. Am I going to shoot you some troops at sub 500? Oh, the groups, yeah. Yeah, I did it a while ago, and come to find out, I figured it out why it wasn't shooting that good. That when I shot that last video, God, it was cold. It was so bad. It was so cold out. But here lately, it's been getting about 60 degrees here, so it'll be different. Yeah, if I had if we had squirrel season still going right now, that would be a good video to do. Yeah, I'm trying to tell him that he's too interested in doing like the gaming channels and stuff, but unfortunately, there are so many gaming channels that does the same exact thing. He's not really going to get anywhere compared to the best channels out there. And there is no channel like what I was telling him that he should do, and then he could do his gaming channel on the side. If I ever think of a WhatsApp group for us, no, I've never really thought about it. But I think I'm going to call it quits, everybody. Again, appreciate it. Hope to catch you on another one. See you later. Make sure to stay tuned in for the videos, as always. We'll catch you on another one.